Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Thursday today, and it was our first night back in the house last night after having had the spray foam done, that mess, and having to have a new furnace installed. So we're back in the house. So slowly trying to put all things back and just trying to get ourselves organized. Anyway, story time. We'll do story time after the bag. So today's bag is a very simple but utilitarian bag, and it actually could very easily lend itself to being both a man's side bag or a lady's side bag. So here, let me put the latch on it because the latch is kind of cool. Zip it up. So here is the bag. It is quite a long strap drop. It's 25.5-inch strap drop. It's just a simple black leather, no branding bag. Now, a little bit to unpack. So first of all, it is super soft and it has been broken in beautifully. I don't like hard leather or structured leather in any way. This to me is just somebody has done all the work for me. Bring you down a little bit. So that's what this says to me. Now, this little lock is kind of unique. Off it pops. So you put it onto the little hook thing, and there you go. Just a little different. So there's kind of like almost like a mock snake kind of little pad here. Opens up. So there is a compartment. There's no, actually there is a label. It was just black, so I didn't see it. Ah, okay. Oh, well, look at this. Gabriola Island, BC, Canada. Indian summer leather. Well, who knew? I better update my listing. There is your tag. So it is a Canadian bag. The tag, you can't even see it because it's all black until you flip it over and there's your... So I wonder what Gabriola Island is all about. Made on Gabriola Island, BC, 100% genuine leather. Well, there you go. I might need to Google. So what is really cool about this bag is this component. Check that out. So I've dated it as a 90s. This foam pouch is teeny weeny. There are some card slots. There is a slip pocket. And then there is a zippered pouch here too. So you could probably even use this as a bit of an internal wallet. And you could get a small little iPad or something like that in there too. There's no gusset of any sort, but the leather is so soft that it will, have a little bit of give to it. So that is today's bag. Well, how cool is that? BC, Gabriola Island, BC. Well, I will need to check that out. The strap is just, there's no little whole series with the little pokey thing that goes in there. There's none of that. It's just literally you can slide it. So that is today's bag. Cute. These are bags that I'm finding because I have been doing my bag room. So I showed you my bag room the other day. Well, I showed you one half of it. And then the bags on the other side of the room all fell out of the wall, or the brackets all fell out of the wall. So I had to redo that. So I did that yesterday whilst we were having our furnace installed. So we are, fingers crossed, there are lots more jobs to do in this house, but hopefully not for a couple of years. I am done. I am having cold sores. I am hot flashes. I haven't been to the gym in almost a month. I'm eating anything I can get my hands on. It is just my mechanism for coping with an incredible amount of activity and stress. And hopefully, I so hope that we are done now for the time being. I do not want to move any more stuff. I do not want to pack away. I mean, we literally packed up this whole house to do the reno in the winter. We put everything back. Then we moved Pius in, so we packed up again and moved him in here. That was, to be honest, I feel that was more stressful than this was. But I think the combined financial element to this whole situation has really kind of knocked it out of the park for me. It is the spray foam is something that I've been wanting. Well, I say I've been wanting to do it. I didn't know that it would be the end game, which we are again hoping it will be. We're not going to know that until the snow flies, because that's when the condensation would be at its worst. So we hired a local company, Medec Mechanical, I think their name was. Very young gentleman, nice redheaded young boy, did the major work in this house yesterday. Reminded me of my nephew, Angus, who is in his very, very early stages of electrician training. And I thought that could be Angus in 3, 4, 5 years. So it was great. It was great dealing with a local company. And it was great, knowing that they're around the corner, and equally them that we're going to pay our bill, which I have to call them actually, because we released some funds yesterday and apparently they're going to take a couple of days to come through. So I better let them know that it might be either tomorrow or Monday before we can pay our bill. But anyway, that is it. I slowly am trying to find homes for everything, and what we can't find homes for is either going on Marketplace for a ridiculously low price, just to A, say that we got something for some stuff, but B, I'm going to include a business card for my .com and my Etsy and all that kind of stuff. I figure if I'm going to practically give this stuff away, then I might as well make it do 2 jobs. And that's pretty well the rule of thumb for anything that is in this house now. If it does not perform 2 functions, out the door. And the couch, I have probably an 8 to 10 inch wide arm. So everything gets put on the arm of the couch to get sorted out. So that way I don't have to bend and all that stuff. So it's, we spent our first night in here last night for almost 2 weeks. It's going to take some time to get back into the swing of things, where now that all of this work has been done, we're trying to find forever homes for things. And, it's not a case of, oh, we'll just shove it there because I know we got to move it in a couple of months or whatever. It's been tough. It has been really tough. I'm trying desperately to not get too wrapped up in, the work's been done now. So I got to try and find a way to calm down about all the upheaval and all the stress and all the stuff that just is constantly running through my mind, because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for my relationship, and it's not healthy for my pocketbook. So it's a case of let's just try and enjoy the work that we have done. The furnace is on. Not that it is cool. Leather bag lady weather report. It is 21 degrees outside. It got to 23 yesterday. That's just been the story of this whole year, is crazy weather. I mean, March, April, it was in the 30s for 3 or 4 days. And then, it's just and the mosquitoes are back. I got a mosquito bite on the palm of my hand last night through the night. And I was up and it's all swolled up, right? Oh my goodness me. And Scottish, you're gonna win some money or something. I was like, yay! Or maybe Pius can win some money because boy does he play the lottery and 50-50, and he's a bit of a gambler, I think. But anyway, that's up to him. So I don't believe in it. I know you can't win if you don't play, but I mean, let's face it. I don't need to commiserate over the condo in the sky that I was going to buy if I won the lottery. No. I will just make my own millions. So I think I mentioned to you in one of my recent videos that I've hired a business coach. And she's relatively new to this whole thing. I think she's been helping people for years, but hasn't really put a name on it. And certainly I don't feel has accepted any money as payment for her efforts. So I'm hoping that, we are going to be able to help each other out. It started out as a much bigger project, and with everything that we've had to find money for in the last 10 days, I had to whittle it right down. But we are going to still be doing some work, and that starts on Wednesday. So I'm going to be spending some time coming up with some projections and what I'm hoping to achieve. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a 6-month, 12-month, and 24-month goal. Where I would want to be financially, where I want to be in terms of my platforms, Etsy.com, Facebook. I'm not sure how I'm going to integrate Facebook. She will be the one who helps me with that. And then obviously my art crawls and all that kind of stuff. I've done some shows and they've been minor, not really that lucrative. But with the project that I'm going to be working on with Megan, who is my business coach, I am going to visit all of my retirement facilities, regardless of location, one last time to try and connect with not only the activity directors, which is who I normally would hook up with, but the administrators, because moving forward, that probably is going to be my point of contact in the future. Historically, the administrators are my best customers. They are a little bit more mature, and they certainly seem to be the ones who enjoy my bags. And these are my .com bags. I've taken a few vintage bags, and it's interesting to see some of the seniors connect with those snakeskin bags, eelskin bags. It kind of brings it all back for them. But they struggle a little bit with the fact that the bags are not brand new. So I don't know whether it's, hand-me-downs was a huge part of life back in the day. But when you knew who it was being handed down from, I'm sure that made a huge difference. So I'm trying to make a shift for a multitude of reasons. I'm trying to cut down on the amount of thrifting that I'm doing. I haven't really done any in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and that's okay. Any coupons I get from Value Village now are only valid till the end of the year, so I'm not even doing any donating, but I am gathering. So come New Year, I will start donating again and getting some of those 20% coupons, because boy, do you need them. I was in St. Catharines Value Village last Saturday. Didn't buy any bags. I picked up a change purse and a really pretty wallet that was made in Morocco, I do believe. Very decorative colors and all that kind of stuff. The prices are just getting absolutely ridiculous. And I think I showed you in my bag room video, I have got a solid 8 foot shelf space of stuff I haven't even listed. Now, some of the issue is they're quite small items. So the shipping just, it almost makes it not worth it. They're too expensive. So I'm going to have to try and find a good fit for those items. Either that or I double them up, a personal wallet or whatever. But not everybody wants the purse because they don't like the wallet. And, I've done that in the past. Haven't done it in a long time though, so maybe I will try that combination again. It just allows me to present the wallets, but the wallets actually have been selling quite well at my shows. I'm finding that a lot of people are trying to cut down the size of their wallets because some of those 30-something wallets, they're purses in and of themselves. So trying to get a smaller bag, you can't because you've got this suitcase of a wallet to fit in it. So it's just changing. And Christmas, Megan, she has spent some time employed in a retirement home. That's the reason that I opted for somebody with maybe not so much experience in the actual coaching or formal experience in the coaching world, because any dollars that I part with right now are like gold to me because I just don't have it. But I do believe that you need to spend money to make money. So I'm going to have 3 sessions with her, and my goal is to finalize the details of the project I want to work on. And then, if she's okay with it, we'll just maybe, go month by month and we'll see what my finances are like. I did give my notice to my clients. Haven't heard anything from the company I work for in terms of my replacement. So I'm hanging in there with them. We went and saw a movie on Monday. We went to see Golda. Holy moly. Helen Mirren. Jeez Louise. And Ray Donovan was in it. I couldn't believe it. I kept waiting for him to go, Shaw. Pius and I, whenever he asked me something, I go, Shaw. And that South Boston accent. It was just so cute. But we're back to our regular routine as of last night. We're like, what are we going to watch? And we started watching this show called Grey. Oh my goodness, it's fantastic. But it's only 1 season so far. So, you have to wait too long to get, second season or whatnot. But it's fantastic. And the lead actress, I know I've seen her in a bunch of other things, but I could not recall what. And Sons of Anarchy apparently coming back. So, woohoo. Yeah, just whatever the winter brings. I may or may not have a car. I think I shared with you that my little car is basically junk. I brought it home the other day and had an amazing sunny ride home from Port Dover. And I've been driving it to the store, driving it to the post office, but no long journeys in this little car. I haven't heard back from the mechanic regarding my Dodge, which if I don't hear from him by the end of business today, I will have to cancel my session tomorrow with my clients. But I set them up for that. They know that there's a good possibility that might happen. Eric from Tate's Garage in Jarvis is just so busy. What a terrible thing to be. But anyway, he'll get back to me whenever he gets back to me. Hopefully it'll be a lot sooner than it was with my little car. He had it for almost a month and he kept forgetting to get in touch with me. But anyway, hopefully it will need to be a little different this time because, like I said, I can't drive this little car anywhere at the moment. So we are just hunkering down our last weekend at the trailer this weekend. We have decided on a plan to try and winterize our trailer as much as possible. We tried to put the tip out in on Wednesday and it will not come in. So we are just beyond frustrated with the people that sold us this trailer. And but what are you going to do? We have learned a very expensive lesson, and it is what it is. I mean, we have the technology and the capability to fix it up enough that we can still use it, but certainly leaves a very, very sour taste in our mouths. So I guess my public service announcement is, do not buy anything without a declaration. If they had told us to our face that everything worked, we would be able to sue them. But because we did not ask that question, all the appliances work, everything, the heat, the air, well, we've never used the stove. I cook outside, but the refrigerator, the TV, everything works except the tip out will not come in, which if you are a trailer owner, you know that that is the kiss of death in the winter, because when all that moisture sits on that tip out, it just pours in. So, like I said, we are going to MacGyver something to try and help with that problem. But yeah, don't take anybody's word for anything. I don't care how wonderful they are. They shake your hand and look you in the eye. Check everything. I mean, I'm doing some preliminary searches for cars, and I'm thinking, well, that's in Toronto. How am I going to get that checked? Mechanic basically said, unless you can get it up in the air, there's not much you can really know for sure. So I don't know any mechanics in Toronto. So how the heck am I going to get it checked out? So just, you know what? Don't make the mistake that we made. I've gone from being angry at me, angry at Pius. He should have known better. He's worked in the industry. We got way too excited, and I'm not a kid. I've lived on my own long enough that I should have known better myself. So I'm just kind of roller coasting between being mad at me, mad at him, mad at them, mad at the world. But you know what? That's all got to stop, because it's not doing my health any favors. It's not doing my marriage any favors. And yeah, you just got to be grateful for what you have. And my pest control guy this morning, we were talking about how difficult it is for young people to rent an apartment. His son is 23, and even with a great job, his girlfriend has a great job, he was willing to co-sign for them. They are still not getting access to rental units, even with these ridiculous prices that people are paying for rent. So anyway, everybody, hopefully you are going to have a great rest of the day. Enjoy this beautiful weather if you are in my neck of the woods. If not, my cousin Leah in Winnipeg's having snow. And I may or may not be able to talk to you tomorrow, depending on whether or not I'm with my clients. And then we will be getting to the trailer. It's supposed to be a wet weekend. Woohoo, surprise, surprise. Every weekend we've been to the trailer has pretty well been a wet weekend this summer. So not a good time to have a water damaged trailer situation. But anyway, everybody, talk to you maybe tomorrow, if not next week. Bye.